Joey's back there making us a plate, or actually just a piece of round stock. Because I've got my other engine to set up to hold transmissions, but this is disgusting and we want to spend a couple of minutes cleaning on it. With the engine's kind of close, but I don't really know. I don't know how much I want to actually clean here, because anything that cleans, see, we get the shop vacs out and we'll just shop vac the floor while we're washing and shop vac it up. Well, it's easy to get behind. So he's gonna make that piece that we can put across here, push it out. Hopefully, maybe. I just hate moving the truck because, well, once we do it, it's not a big deal. But, you know, when we're sitting here right now and like everything's all set up, we could wash it right here and not have to move the truck at all. And the cab will come right back down, which, dang it, kind of want to do that. But it's so nasty that we're gonna, all of this grease, all this nasty crap will be on the floor. We could just move that 450 right there and push this thing outside, power wash it, and not have to clean up a massive amount of dirt. I mean, we still probably will power wash this because this is disgusting up here too. But it's a lot less doing this, and it's not a lot of grease. The dirt comes off the floor easy. It's this stuff, all the caked on grease, and fuck, it goes everywhere. It's just nasty. Okay, after all the strapping stuff we did, we decided to fashion this up a little bit so we don't have to mess with no damn straps, and then we can power wash and not have to hold the damn transmission up. Yeah, that'll work great.
So we're gonna do some more cleaning on the 6.4.
Joey's in there doing it now. He's getting all dirty. And we're gonna chop back up what comes out. So we're getting the best part of cleaning this truck. We just have to chop back the dirt off the truck, off the floor.
Yeah. I don't see too much coming out over here, not yet. But that's the big tarp we made for the other shop, and it works on this lift too, so good deal.
Okay, we are back. We got a set of 30 over rings, hopefully. And we got one Ford 30 over piston. So we didn't quite completely ghetto-fy the whole thing. But, I mean, worst comes to worst, I bet you that piston would have worked. I bet it would have happened. I didn't spend all the time on the rings, but the rings are all free. Got to do it with one hand, but they're almost there. I mean, I can move the oil control ring nice and smooth. So I guess we got a last ditch effort 30 over 6.4 piston available. Now I did hone my 390. I honed it to for the 6.7. I think it was a 10 over 6.7. I honed it a little bit so it would fit. And this is the one that we're supposed to use for 30 over 6.4. And we'll see if I don't break a set of rings. First thing is this 30 over piston. Let's open it up. I mean, I don't think it's packaged. Yeah, worth a damn. I was talking about those Duralloy. Oh my God, they literally just threw it in a box. The pin's wrapped up. Boy, we care about the solid chunk of freaking metal, but the fairly fragile ring lands. Who gives a damn? Oh, that's funny. Wonder if it's got any locks. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, the ring set's under it. Oh, good. We got an extra set. So if that thing breaks a ring, then we have one extra set. It won't match the Hastings, though. That might be different. I mean, well, we'll approach that if something happens. But, okay, here's another thought about a 30 over, about this being 30 over and being machined. Okay, something is up, and it might be bore and taper of the cylinders. I don't know. But when you take apart a factory engine that's got 500,000 freaking miles on it, don't even care if it's factory, this skirting is still intact. It's not gonna be like that. That is not normal. If you take it apart and it's skirted like that, there's something wrong with the bores. Like taper out around, something's not right with it. Because anybody that says that that's just normal, it's not normal. I mean, it's not. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if our engines do it. I hope not. But, I mean, look at the bang-up job, everything else that was done on this truck. I mean, with the oil pan falling off and everything. And the 30 over rebuild on, it was probably just a hodgepodge setup that they half-assed botched the hell out of. I mean, yeah. That's some Hastings rings.
I landed on my feet.
They got their own boxes, but then I opened it up and it's smashed as hell. Let's hope it's all right. Figures. Wow. That's how I opened it. Well, whatever. Hopefully none of them broke. Got some pretty good scratches on them. Okay, that's, well, arguably more like it, I think. Let's see. I mean, it is 11 is that's way more than 11. That's at least 30. I got filler gauges. Let's open them up. Now I'm checking this one, but I'm checking it all the way at the top, up at where the ridge was. There's no ring, there's no wear that happens there. So ideally, this should tell us how the bore was. And I mean, right now I still have two. It's still over double. I mean, this is a 30 and a 32. See how wide that son of a gun is? Let's see if I can make it. Yeah, that's a 30 and a 32, and they both fit in there. Okay, so if we don't go with this block is trash. Now, we put some work into it already, and I guess maybe that would be a little screw up. I think the bottom end kit was 150 bucks. But we always had a plan that this engine is just gonna go. It was running when the head gasket blew. This is not the runaway block. This is the original engine. We put a used salvage engine in. The engine, I don't care how nice you are up there. That engine was replacing this one. It was the I don't care how nice you are engine that ran away. It got broke, beat up, tore up. So we had it in our minds that this block right here is just going to be hell hath no fury, do a ball hone, send it back out the door, and let her go. Right? Not a correct geometry type of rebuild. A clean the surfaces, ball hone, do a quick sand on the crankshaft, and a quick cut on the valves, put it back together. 6.4 blocks are hard to get. Most of the work, honestly, is spent on cleaning all these parts any freaking ways. I mean, to take an engine back apart, I mean, big freaking deal if you don't have to go through all the cleaning. I mean, I could take this engine back apart in one afternoon. That's a crappy way to think about crap. Oh, but what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? I already know what everybody's thoughts are, but I think we're riding with it. Double the ring gap. Oh, wait, this is the meat. Oh, this is the number 2. All right, let's check it together. It looks a lot better. Oh, we're good. Okay, thank you. Truck gods shining on us. Oh, that's a 24 too. Look, I'm way down in there. Okay, so we got good end gap. Unless you want to push it down there where it's worn. Let's go see that one. Now I would use the piston, obviously, and push it up in there. And then if you take it so that it's like just buried, like I can feel it right now. It's about to drop off that ridge, but I'm trying to do it with one hand. It's a two-handed deal. If you take it to the discoloration, see the different color where the ring land is, the material, take it to that, then you're all the way just barely in the actual stroke of the ring. That's where we want to check it at. Something like that. Now we'll see what the gap is. Okay, so we're down where the wear is. I got a 32 plus 7. 7 and 32, and they fit in there. Pretty tight. So that's at 40 and 39. So we can add a couple to it. So we're gonna be fairly close. 30's a spec, so we're a little bit outside of spec up here where it's actually happening at. So that's pretty good, because most of them, I mean, I'm kind of afraid to keep going because some of these have worse ridges than that. and we might. So I think what I really want to do is just make sure the rings are all the right size and not get too damn nitpicky. Just put them in the freaking hole. Let's see what happens. It's just an engine. It'll either run and be happy or it won't. I don't know. You know, we do all we can to not have to change the world with everything. Damn, I mean, because now this is 30 over. Like seriously, I mean, this block we wouldn't even be doing it. It'd be out in the scrap pile. I'm not gonna punch it 40 over. I'm not gonna do that. So, I mean, hell, just ball hone it and hope for the best. Hope y'all agree with that. I kind of still do. I mean, I get it. It's a big deal building an engine. I mean, this isn't gonna be, obviously we saved a lot of money on honing. We had to buy a piston, we had to buy rings, but you know, we inevitably made it cheaper this way. When the stuff that we're gonna need to buy, we're gonna have to buy anyways right now. If we like a set of pistons and find another block, you know. Yeah, just the case. What I was telling you about a second ago. This one right here is a standard size, I don't know, 400,000 or a crap load of miles. Standard size piston from the factory with a bunch of miles on it. This is the one we was gonna use until we found out it was 30 over. See the 30 over one, I don't know what the deal is with that. What are your guys' thoughts on why does that skirting disappear when people touch the boards? Because factory, don't tell me that that's normal. That's not normal. It's not. There's no reason for that to wear off. So, yeah. So I was just sitting here, well, okay, which one's the standard size? I'm betting it's this one. We need to measure it anyways. So after looking at the old rings, see how they're supposed to look? Oh, there you go. They're flat. They're not all like a T. The other rings were like a T. They were severely degraded. Hopefully these Hastings rings, they did some kind of revision there. See, it's shiny on the tip. It was destroyed on the other stock rings that we took out of this engine. So we got the bearings in, the rings on, we're ready to go. Joey loosened up those bolts, and those are harmonic balancer bolts. So we're going 50 foot-pounds and torquing them back down, and I put red Loctite on them. But those are tight. That turn, see all those straight up and down? This one, that one, and that one, those have not been touched. Those two have, and that is freaking tight. So we'll get the big torque wrench out and see how hard it is to turn. Even though I know those are torque to yield. Yeah, well, we're gambling. So we took off to get lunch. Who knows whose tags those are. Those are from the white dually. And the front wheel's locked up. It's starting to lock up. I said it before, I sure wish I had a thermal imaging camera. You could see it. We drove it up. Also, Julie could get some lunch. And it starts, I think a belt slipped or something too. We might not make it back. There might be something, that's why I came to stay. This has been at the farm. It's been sitting out in the woods, basically. And I got the tail lights on again. I forgot all about them. I drove all the way here with no light, nothing, just drove. And there's like that's an ambulance guy.